Peppo Todd here. Today is November 14th. I talked to Nick last night. We did confirm, or he did confirm, that we are taking Project Gen X, an old Camaro I built early 2000s, to Sick Week 2026. So I've got a little list here that I need to kind of complete before we get rolling, or before I feel good about taking the car and driving it hundreds and hundreds of miles. Um, just a small list. I don't know if you can see that. We'll probably do the right thing and ignore most of it. But car's been sitting out here, being neglected. Had a little snow go through here earlier the week. And yeah, just sat here under a cover, a little bit of protection, not much. But I'm gonna roll it in the garage. This is the place where Nick grew up. It's small, but we love it. And I'm gonna try to get it ready. Well, let's see if the old Gen X is happy tonight. It's actually pretty warm today. Get it in the garage and we'll do a little nut and bolt and wrenching. Oh my. Mercy. There we go. New batteries on the list. Alternators crying. Quit your whining. Do your job. Okay, so before we get started, trying to put the drag bags on, I thought I'd show you around the car a little bit. It's a very cool car to me, very sentimental, but I mean it is. It's not super fast compared to what I am used to, or Nick, or probably a lot of people, but it does have a 383. I did not build it. The little Chinese aluminum heads, Chinese intake. Don't know the internals. It does have 150 shot of nitrous. It actually has, it's a power shot, so it'd probably go up to 250. But I did not build the motor, and the rings are probably not. They're probably kind of tight. And I have butted rings before on my big block, which is a very nice motor, and I kind of scored the cylinder walls up because I did not gap the rings like I should have. I thought it would be okay because it's E85. We're spraying E85 with the nitrous. I love E85. Runs cool. I don't pull any timing. I run -7 plugs, and it runs great. I do not think it makes as much power as it would on race fuel, but I like to keep things simple. So 150 shot, no problems, runs great. So let's move on. Four-wheel disc brakes came with that. It is an original Z28, 1984 model. It was dark blue. I actually put these side effects, ground effects, and back wing off of a newer model because the 92, it just looks so much better. In my opinion. I did this back in 2000. So I just went to the junkyard and whoosh. So, am I saying so a lot? I think I am. It's okay. It was an original four-wheel disc brake car. 305 crossfire injection with the little flapper in the hood. And you would give it gas. You give it the gas, give it the beans, and it would lay like whoosh. Every time you gave full throttle, they would open up. And I thought that was so cool. But then again, that hood's gone. It was in the fire. So I did find this time slip from a few months ago. And it's not, I mean, it's good for this car. It's the fastest this car ever been. It's a like I said, 383 low compression power glide that I installed. 373 rear end. It's all Moser. But it doesn't, I mean, without the nitrous, it doesn't 60 foot very good. It's got a lot of gear to overcome. It's very rust-free car. It has a 6-point cage in it, or 6-point roll bar in it. It's not a caged car. I mean, hopefully eventually it's going to be fast enough. We'll put a cage in it, but right now we're just keeping the budget down here, because I don't want it to be up here where I'm used to with race cars. I'm trying to keep it down here. So, kind of cool features. I actually put that nitrous switch, which doesn't work anymore, but it still looks cool. That's like in 2001. You know, back when, you know, Fast and Furious was out, and nitrous was very, very cool. It's the same tack that I put in it in 2001. It's got some other got other features that I did not install. All that stuff on the floor. I did put a two-step on it because I put a trans brake in it. You can't run index classes foot braking. You just can't. I've tried it. Thought I could do it. You can't. Nitrous is on a little scramble button. And yeah, this is the interior. No carpet, no ductwork, no blower, no heater, no windshield wipers. We don't need those. It's got the back seat kinda. Yeah. I did put this sound deadening on there because Nick put 3-inch exhaust on here. Very nice. 3-inch dual exhaust, cross X pipe, Spintech muffler, turn downs. So loud. So loud. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. I just could not. I'm getting older. I can't handle all that noise. So I put this sound deadening on there, which it helped a little bit. Put it all everywhere. I'm sure it was very heavy. Slowed the car down a little bit. No big deal. Here's the bottle. It's mounted sideways because it fits. And it fits. Now, every time I take the bottle and get it filled, they're like, because I run out of nitrous, they're like, oh, it's more than half full. I don't know if it's because the bottle's sitting this way. I don't know if the dip tubes broke off my bottle. I'm not really sure, but I told Nick, if we're gonna do sick week, Maybe we should mount this vertical in the back seat over there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that gets on the list and see if it gets checked off. I did check the fuel gauge. I didn't think the fuel gauge was working, so I pulled all this stuff out, and I did verify it does work. It's a brand new fuel tank that I did not put in there. The previous owner put it in there. I didn't know if it worked or not. Nick said it did. I didn't believe him, but it does. So we're good there. I did hear that Florida, Georgia area does not have a lot of E85 gas stations. I love E85. I want to run E85. The car's made for E85. So I just wanted to make sure that the fuel gauge worked. Kind of important. Kind of like windshield wipers. So let's look under the car. Yeah, here we go. Might take me a minute. Let's turn the light on. Oh! What? How does that happen? I mean, all right. We don't cuss on this channel, so let's see if does this one work? Sorry for hold, please. Hold, please. Hold, please. Is this one good? Okay. Good. It's gonna stay together. Okay. Oh yeah. This I don't know how this happened, but whatever. I'm sure I can put it back together later. Look, got a magic wand. Oh yeah. So back in 2000, got my tax check. I bought this Moser 12 bolt and put in here, and it has been awesome. 373 Positrack. I don't know what kind. I think it's a brute Moroso brute strength. I'm thinking it's what they told me. Had no issues. It's great. The gentleman I sold it to put this gas tank in, put the sump in it, goes over to electric fuel pump. It's been flawless. I've changed the filter, no issues. 275 drag radial actually fits on here. You can see it, and it might have been rubbed just a little bit. I don't know. I did a little hammer adjustments on here, but here's the exhaust. Where's my flashlight? Like magic wand flashlight that Nick put on here. Spin Tech. Comes from a X pipe. It's very nice. TIG welded. Chromoly drive shaft. It's got UMI torque arm. It's got UMI control arms that are adjustable. It's got the lowering mounts, which I got them set to full party at the bottom. This is where I'm gonna have to try to mount. I don't know. I'm gonna put airbags in there. Looks like they're squished. And the coil springs. We'll go there later. Let's go up here. So when I put the Power Glide in, for some reason, 1982 Camaros, you cannot buy a torque arm mount and cross member. Now, you can get them for 84 and up. So, I assume it's the trans. From what I remember, the trans tunnel is different. But I bought this mount, which would not fit the cross member. So I actually cut it apart and re-welded it and made my own torque arm mount. And then I put the stock cross member back in here. So I've actually got two cross members. So it's extra strong. Yeah. Got a cone power glide, cone converter, 5500 converter. Everything else is not super fancy as far as the motor goes. Stock oil pan. It's a very clean motor. It's not got very many miles on it. Nick actually welded these on here. Well, if you have headers, I mean, if you're a hot rod guy, you know, yeah, the V-bands are awesome. No gasket, no header leaks, you know. But that's all Nick. He did this before I got it. I was actually there when he did it. But yeah, the previous owner actually put a tubular front clip on it. I'm sure that lightened it a little bit, but it definitely made it easier to work on. Got a little bit more room. I just changed the starter on it. The starter was zinging like crazy. I changed the flex plate. When I put the converter in, it still zinged, so I just put a new starter on it, which was not fun. I mean, the header's got to come off, which you know how that goes. Other than that, it's got frame connectors that were put on in 2000-ish, and a muffler guy, kind of a friend of mine, actually put on. Nick said they look really ugly. They were bolt-on, but we bolted and welded them. They work. That's all we got to know. Oh my, look at this. When I had this out at the Bowtie Nationals, I actually lost in the third round or fourth round because the car went straight into high gear off the hit. And I didn't know why. But I got to looking, and the cable, it actually came out of the jacket and shifted itself. So I fixed it like Nicky Bobby would have done with a million zip ties. Kind of proud of that. I would really like to change that before we go to sick week, but you know, we probably won't. But yeah, that's the underside of the car. Kind of dirty, but no rust. I hate rust. So let me crawl back out. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I don't really know which way to go. Oh mercy. Sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah, we're putting airbags on. So this is a time lapse of me, doing what it takes to put these airbags in. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, I got them in, got them installed. You'll see more of that here on our next video. So I just wanted to check out. So Papa Todd out. I'll see you on our next video. Thank you.